Salute. All my generals, all my lions, all my real men. Yo, this one's gonna be a little different, but the same. Rock with me. Meaning that I'm gonna be touching on a bunch of different stuff. It may seem like it's random as fuck, but it's not. But guess what it is? It's all true stories. It's all real talk. So, like, I've been doing my little investigations, my little 1-2s when it came to this Fat Joe shit, right? That's the Fat Joe shit, right? I got something for that. And then at the same time, salute to Sherm the Worm, who's still in prison up north. I don't know what jail he's at, but I know he up top somewhere in another max. And I want to get into the relationship I had with him, because this is not somebody that I'm just making up like he was a friend, or I'm just like, yo, no. He was really somebody that I used to chop it up with on an everyday basis. No. So you got the Fat Joe shit, right? Which brings it to the relevant times. And then we got the Charlie Rock LD. Where my bees at? Hold on. I usually have my rosaries on. Rikers Island rosary beads, you know. Them shits gave me a lot of luck. But anyway, at the end of the day, those are 3 topics that I want to divulge into, right? And let's keep it a stack. And then, actually, yeah, I mean, the Fat Joe shit leads into some straight BX shit and how he be capping, which leads into R.I.P. Charlie Rock LD. So I'm going to start with the Charlie Rock LD, right? Before he passed away, I had a conversation with him. We was on the phone for at least like a good hour. And when we was talking, he was just telling me, because I was asking old school shit, right? And then I got into the whole shit, how he got into that shit with 50 Cent crew and all that. I was like, that shit right there, me and him got into a heated debate. Reason being, G-Unit ain't hold no weight in New York State. Like, the fuck? These niggas act like these niggas was on. These niggas be. I'm like, yo, where you was? Alright, what? You had one nigga in Sing Sing maybe, and one nigga, and them niggas was living off of your name. These niggas wasn't really holding weight. They wasn't putting work in. Like, they wasn't telling other niggas what to do. They was just probably had like some little groupie friends type shit. So I'm like, me and him went back and forth with that one though, because he was adamant that these niggas had weight. I'm like, yo, bro, I don't know what jail you was at. If that's the same, it's a shame if any nigga that was G-Unit was holding weight in prison. Now, individually, that's different, but like, these niggas, none of these niggas do no biz. I think the ones that did do biz, they turned their backs on. Like the niggas that really clap dudes that literally ended up getting booked for murders, that was affiliated with G-Unit. You don't hear 50 talking about them niggas. He barely talk about Tony Yayo. So me and him got into a little heated debate. And R.I.P. to him, again, like I said, R.I.P. to him. It's just crazy to me, right? that somebody that started exposing a New York City Bronx rapper that was literally around him for years and putting work in. That's the main thing. Putting work in and being loyal. Y'all see that right there? Love and loyalty at all times, man. That's what that shit says. Love and loyalty at all times. So a nigga that was being loyal for whatever reasons you want to try to make up and just say like, yo, nah, he ain't, I don't know. I guess Joe is saying like, yo, this nigga was still getting high. And again, there's all respect to Charlie Rock LD family. Like I'm giving flowers. So at the end of the day though, when we was having that conversation, he started talking about the Book of Jose. And he starts talking about how much he was referenced in that book. He's like, yo, Joey's talking about me in the whole book. Damn near the whole book is he talking about me. Right? So I'm like, all right. And he's telling me these stories. And he's telling me how basically Fat Joe was a nigga that get cool with the gangsters that was putting work in. And because he had a little bit of notoriety with the rap game and Flojo, because remember that shit happened in 9-2, 9-3. Around there, right? Flojo and all that. That's what really put him on the map. Flojo. So, and then Pun took him to the top. That's a whole nother conversation. That's a whole nother conversation. Because you don't even fuck with the son of a nigga that you keep saying is your brother. Fat Joe see videos like this. You know what he'll say? This bum ass nigga. This bum ass nigga. I'm a bum because I don't got a mansion. I got a very nice fucking apartment, you heard? I'm by the beach. But Fat Joe's response to everybody that criticizes him or says anything negative about him is they bum ass niggas. So I'm getting ahead of that right now. Ain't nothing bum over here, nigga. Yeah, you got $1 million, I got a couple thousand. Guess what? A bullet to take your fucking life, just like a bullet to take mine. And guess what? I'm still out, like, literally. I'm still in tune with the streets, my nigga, in New York City. Like, I still got my hand, like, nigga, I got twins out there, bro. Like, I live this life for real. You a rapper. You an entertainer, nigga. So I don't wanna turn this shit into some like, oh, we hating on rappers type shit. Cause I'm not. Cause then it's like, I don't wanna go there because it's not fair, because then it's like, well, I gotta come at Jadakiss too. I gotta come at Locks. I got stories on y'all niggas in the tunnel, bro. I was one of them niggas that was out there outside the tunnel in the car, waiting for y'all niggas to come out after y'all perform type shit. I was one of them, like, so it's like, and I ain't got nothing bad to say about them. I'm just saying, I don't want to start turning this shit into some every rapper. But Fat Joe, Joey cracked the dawn. Nigga, you said out your mouth that Howie brought you to my block, to Max Rob's block, because it ended up being Max Rob's block after Howie got bodied. R.I.P. to him. When Howie got murdered, next up was Max Rob. He snatched the whole hood up. Billy Bathgate and all these niggas is all in the whip. Carl. Ding Ding was up the block, but they all from the same area. That's why when we talk about this stuff, the Valentine's Day Massacre comes into play. The murder that Billy caught in front of Bronx Supreme Court comes into play. Like, literally. Like, this is like real shit. I'm not a reporter, but I'm reporting on it. Because I can. Now, some of these dudes, they like so fucking stubborn and old school that they feel uncomfortable speaking their truths. You heard? I don't. I speak it for you, my nigga. Yeah. But let's bring it back to the Fat Joe shit. Fat Joe said he pulled up in front of my block. Didn't even say the block. I ain't never read the book. I'm gonna have to fucking read the book. But I don't even want to put no money in his pocket, so I'm not gonna order it. I'll see if I can find some little scriptures or something online. I'm not ordering his book. Like, I'm not putting no money in a nigga that's already richer than me. What the fuck type of shit is that? I'm gonna go by what he says in the interviews that he's saying talking about the book. Because literally, if you saying that, then that means that's all the shit that's in the book. And basically what he said is that he pulled up on my block, 950 Avenue, St. John's, between Kelly and Beck, nigga. Across the street from 52 Pitt Park, nigga. That how we had him in the whip, jumped out the whip, how we disarmed the nigga. That may be true, I ain't gonna lie. It's a possibility that may be true. I haven't been able to confirm it or not confirm it yet. I haven't been able to talk to Max yet. I'm reaching out to him. I'm gonna have a convo with him, like literally this week. I'm gonna blow his phone up. He gonna have to fucking pick up. And I just want him to confirm that happened. And if he confirms that happened, all right, fine. But as far as I'm known, the only like real big celebrity that was relevant that ever pulled up to the block while Howie was still running the block was a boxer. A Puerto Rican boxer that just won the belt, I believe, welterweight championship or lightweight, whatever. And guess who that was? Hector Macho Man Camacho. R.I.P. to him. R.I.P. Rest in peace. Hector Macho Man Camacho. That was the, like, and I know, and the crazy shit is that I witnessed that. I seen that. I seen the whole, how we called them all the way, how, it was crazy. It was crazy. I ain't gonna lie. You had a gangster and a boxer. And the boxer, Hector Macho Man Camacho, the reason why he's even in tune with my block, that block, is because the super of my building, Julio, was his fucking nephew. I mean, that was his nephew. So that was his uncle. So his uncle was the super to the Bronx, New Jack City, basically. And I got Julio, I got started, nigga. I remember seeing the Doberman pictures going. That nigga used to have to put, I know it's going left a little bit. This nigga used to put the dog suit on just to take out the garbage. And then he had like 3 Doberman pictures. You know why? Because them rats was serious. Yeah. That was a rat-infested building, bro. Yeah. Like, seriously. This nigga, he used to come out shaking off rats. Like, these motherfuckers was jumping on him. But yo, listen. So, Fat Joe says he pulled up. Howie was with him. Howie disarmed a dude that was busting at Joe because the dude was under the impression that Joe allegedly was Cap. Allegedly was the one that tried to shoot at Howie, Cap. When you listen to when I had that conversation with his boy, R.I.P. Charlie Rock LD. When I had that conversation with Charlie Rock LD, I brought that up. You know what Charlie Rock LD said? Bro, little Joey be lying. He be lying a lot. Like, he lives off everybody else's reputation. The nigga wasn't... R.I.P. Charlie Rock LD, man. Salute to him. R.I.P. and salute to him. When I had that conversation with Charlie Rock LD, who I was in the process of doing an interview with and pulling him up on LIONS&MEN, when we had that conversation, he was just telling me so much shit that was exposing Joe for a fraud. And then I'm like, I start looking back at a lot of Charlie Rock LD's videos, right? And I'm like, damn, he been saying this shit. The minute that I guess Joe stopped fucking with him, turned his back on him, because he was saying the nigga was still getting high or whatever, that's when Charlie Rock LD was like, what? Nigga who? Nigga huh? And he started going in and exposing this nigga for the fraud that he is. Bro, that interview that Joe did is literally a stamp, solidify how you was dick riding niggas that was about that life. All right. So you dick riding Howie, a.k.a. Bulletproof. Because that was his name, bro. Howie, yeah. And then after Howie got murdered, Max Rob took the block. Do you talk about Max Rob in your book? Do you talk about when them niggas came up? I'll bring it up again. Niggas pulled up on you like, yo, where Ding Ding at? I'll say names. That's the shit niggas be mad at. Niggas be like, yo, this nigga be saying too many niggas' names. Yo, who is this nigga? Yo, how do you niggas know this name? Nigga, cause I'm from there. What the fuck you mean? That's my block. Yeah. Plus, I had conversations with the OGs. So you can put it in your brain when you see this video. Who told me this shit? Then you're gonna probably try to find him, right? Have a conversation with him. Go ahead, do that, nigga. Do that. Go ahead, do that. It's still not gonna change the fact that what happened. You was just a little fat nigga selling crack, and you acting like you was a kingpin when you wasn't. And then I hate it when these rapper niggas act like they running the city just because they in clubs. Like, y'all niggas ain't running the city. Dipset, y'all niggas wasn't running shit. Terror Squad, the one thing I would say about Terror Squad is that I separate them from Joe. Even though I know a lot of them motherfuckers is gonna be loyal to that nigga, y'all niggas, they was the ones that was running around doing shit, and they wasn't doing nothing either. Y'all was doing bids? Where y'all was at? What building you was at? Where you was at? Charlie Rock LD? He did that. Charlie Rock LD literally lived that life, bro. That nigga was about that shit in the streets. and he was about that shit in jail. Real talk. And unfortunately, we lost him again. R.I.P. Charlie Rock LD. Like I said, part 2, we're going to talk about Sherm. We got a lot of stuff to talk about. I know I've been out the whip a little bit. That's just because I'm working this fucking, excuse me, this overnight. But things is about to switch up. And we about to get into it. Hit the like, hit the share, subscribe if you want. If not,